It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and we have a new beer from Brewdog, a new New England IPA from Brewdog, and it's called Lucky Break. It's in a 440 milliliter can. It's one of those, you go into the Chinese takeaways and you see the cat waving at you. Pretty cool. I like the design on this. Some what looks like Chinese on the side of the can. You can see that there. This beer, interestingly enough, first launched in Sainsbury's, where I bought it, for about £3.50 I paid, in that kind of ballpark figure. But it's recently also launched in Tesco's too. So Sainsbury's and Tesco, you can pick this beer up. It's 6.7% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. It says on the side of the can, "Fortune favours the brave." Let's hope the head brewer thought that when he had his bag of hops in his hand and he made this beer. Let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. We're in very delicate times in the UK brewing industry. Just this week alone, we've had Ellen Brewery close, and we've had Adnams Brewery looking to restructure and look into, how do they put it? They're bringing in specialists to see in which direction they can take the company. And on top of that, this year we've had North Brewing Company being bought out by Kirkstall. I've heard along the grapevine, and this is just what I've heard, that Brewdog made a loss last year. We're in very, very difficult times in the British brewing industry, and I think the only way companies like Brewdog here are going to get out of this situation and turn a profit and start making some money is good old-fashioned word of mouth. And I like to think in this beer review I can begin the ball rolling. I can begin the ball rolling of the Brewdog word of mouth. This is a good beer. But it's not up to me to produce a really good beer, is it? It's up to Brewdog. Because of the delicate situation the UK brewing scene finds itself in, there was a female reporter on Twitter who said, and I quote, "No brewery is safe right now." I read that this week on Twitter, or X, or whatever you want to call it. It just kind of hits home, doesn't it? And for someone like Brewdog, for someone who really kind of relies on their reputation to become a great company and to produce great beer, it all starts here, doesn't it? It all starts here. If I can give some good word of mouth here in this beer review, then, you know, basically, long story short, this needs to be blooming good, doesn't it? This needs to be blooming good. We can't keep having Brewdog and other companies just throwing beers out, half-hearted beers, trying to be good. This has to be good, Brewdog. Let's get the aroma. It was a one-finger whitehead, light straw-coloured, amberish, light amberish coloured beer, nice and hazy. Let's get the aroma. It's not a bad aroma, not a bad start. I think what these companies need to remember is it's £3.50 to buy this beer. It's not cheap. That's probably 3 loaves of bread. That's 14 pints of milk. It's a bag and a half of Doritos Chili Heatwave. It's 3.5 games of pool in your local pool hall. It needs to be good, doesn't it, for £3.50. Smells okay. Bit pineapple-like, bit tropical-like. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Let's get the elephant out of the room straight away. It very much tastes like a Brewdog beer. I can close my eyes, have a blind taste test, and I can taste the Brewdog beer a mile away. Whether it's the hop extract they're using, whether it's the water where they are in Scotland, Elland in Scotland. Not Elland, is it? Is it Elland? Oh, there's somewhere up in Scotland. So look, there's something that fundamentally says that this is a Brewdog beer. A bit like when you taste a Marston's beer. You can taste a Marston's beer a mile away. You really can. I'm sure they're Elland in Scotland. There's so much blooming writing on the side of this can that, to be honest with you, I don't want to bore you with it. Oh, they're based up in Scotland. My point is, I've tasted this before. I've tasted this from Brewdog before. They all seem to taste the blooming same, Brewdog. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's hoppy. It's sweet. It's like all of these breweries are sharing the recipe. It's like they're all sharing the recipes for their IPAs, like for their supermarket release IPAs. And somebody left a comment yesterday on my YouTube video. I actually unboxed these on YouTube, put them on YouTube, and I asked people what they thought of this new Tesco release. And I had one comment, and the comment was, I won't be bothering buying any of these beers because they're the same IPAs, they're the same New England IPAs from the same breweries. So it's a struggle really, isn't it? It's a struggle to be able, I think what these breweries need is a point of difference. Whatever Brewdog are doing to produce their IPA, they need to just rethink it. They need to okay, you might be a lover of Brewdog beer. You might be a lover of Brewdog beer. You might buy this and you might love it. And you might buy it until they bring out their next Brewdog beer. But that's okay, that's fake, that's very safe for Brewdog, that's very safe. That's like, oh, they got their market, they've got their fans and their fans are buying the beer. But they need to be looking at new fans, they need to be looking at new people to drink their beer. They can't keep relying on the same mixed up recipes or different can designs where the beer tastes relatively the same and expect to work miracles. Expect, in Brewdog's case, to make a profit. I do fear for the UK beer scene at the moment, because I think we've all been tarred with the same brush. I think we've all been tarred with this kind of like supermarket mango, pineapple, tropical IPA thing, and I think people have just been put off. I think people are just like generally now at a point where they're like, are we done with craft beer? And that's the danger. That's the real danger. This is not innovative from Brewdog. It's not innovative at all. It's a relatively same New England IPA recipe that they probably used time and time again before, and they've just put a new waving cat on the can, and they're hoping for miracles. They're hoping for miracles. Well, I'll tell you what, Brewdog, people can see it out a mile away. People can see it a mile away. They can see that these beers, they're all relatively the same. You don't see Walker's Crisps, do you? Having say they brought out their Doritos Chili Heatwave and everybody loved them, which they do. You don't then see Walker's bringing out 6 different varieties of Chili Heatwaves, do you? They'll bring out a barbecue version and a cheese version and other versions, spicy chili versions, and you don't see them bringing out 6 different types of Chili Heatwave, do you? They're not going to do that. So why are you doing it? Why at Brewdog are you doing it? Why are you bringing out lots of different can designs of basically the same beer? Fortune favours the brave. Fortune favours the brave on the side of the can. Come on, Brewdog, be brave. Be brave. Fundamentally change what you're doing. This isn't it. This isn't it. I can't imagine, even a Brewdog drinker, I can't imagine a Brewdog drinker buying this and going, oh my goodness me, this is so different. This is the most amazing New England IPA I've ever tried. Even the Brewdog drinkers might be thinking, hang on a minute, I've had this before somewhere. It's tropical, it's soft, it's drinkable. It's Brewdoggy beer. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.